Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pause for Pedagogy, a conversation with Miki Higano on the role of corporate companies in project-based leadership courses with the International Leadership Association. ILA and I are thrilled to welcome Miki to our latest conversation in the Pause for Pedagogy series. Welcome, Miki. I'd love it if you could share a brief introduction or a brief biography about yourself before we get started.
Okay, for the past 11 years, I've been teaching leadership in Japan, mostly to undergraduate students. And at first, it was not so popular program, but now more and more people recognize leadership as an important outcome. So it's booming. It started to boom.
That's excellent, and we're looking forward to hearing more about your article today. So the first question I have for you, Miki, is, I guess, a question about questions. But what key question or questions were you hoping to answer in writing your article?
Okay. A lot of leadership programs, including mine, had corporate clients. So my key questions are, one, why do those programs need corporate clients? And two, why do corporations want to be their clients?
So tell us more about the practice or pedagogy that you discuss in the article. Where did the idea or need for this work come from?
Okay, it's a long story short. Let me start with the context of corporations' participation in the leadership program. As I said before, a lot of leadership programs have some courses for project-based learning, often as a capstone. They feature group projects where corporate clients or sponsors are invited to participate. They are called clients because they ask the students groups some questions as if the students were their consultants, so to speak. And they are also called sponsors because they offer financial support for the program. Here come the key questions. Why do those programs need corporate clients? And why do corporations want to be their clients? First, from teachers' point of view, those courses try to provide practical, reality-based experience to students inside the classroom. Asking a corporate client to pose a problem to students, a problem they can solve only with the help of the students, is a clear way to inject a sense of efficacy and authenticity into the class projects. Also, corporations sometimes give financial support to the program for, say, CSR reasons or other two reasons I'll explain later. This was a teacher's point of view. On the other hand, from the client's or sponsor's point of view, they can learn a lot about from students, the collective consumer psychology of today's youth, especially when they pose certain business-related questions for the students to consider. What is more, they can meet with brilliant students they might consider as ideal candidates for internships or even future employees. Actually, these reasons, both for teachers and corporations, are not entirely new. They are more or less known to some teachers and corporate people. But the next reason, this is the highlight of my presentation. The next reason I believe is not only new, but also promising. It centers on the effects of educational participation on company employees through the assistance they offer the program. For example, an executive officer of a client with my leadership program once noticed that younger employees learn a lot from Q&A sessions with students and started to think about expanding the opportunity for more of such interaction. So he and I sat together to discuss innovative strategies for a mentorship program. At the end of the meeting, we reached an agreement where one mentor would be assigned to each student group for for 2 weeks. The company liked the result of our ideas so much that the next year, the program expanded this mentor system to cover several weeks of the semester. Moreover, this business reinforced financial support for the program through increased donation. This is very precious to us. The crucial factor of success of such an arrangement is that the company and the program should agree that ultimate goal of the mentor system is leadership development for both employees and students, rather than the quality of the business proposal itself that the student groups come up with.
I think that's go ahead. I was just saying that's a really great point. I appreciate the distinction between the outcomes for the students and the goal of creating the proposal. Absolutely.
Okay, that's it.
So following that, and that's a great segue too, thinking about the learning that comes from this experience, what were your learning outcomes for this practice or pedagogy, and how did you assess whether these outcomes were met?
Okay, as I said just now, the company and the program should be that ultimate goal of the mentor system is leadership development for both employees and students. So the learning outcome is leadership development of the students and also employees. Plus, you can add something like learning how to manage such a program as a teacher's learning outcome. Those are outcomes.
Excellent. And so where do you see future research and or maybe writing headed in this area? What will you be writing about next?
This is quite new findings. So we found this practice a year ago or so. So I write as I do. Maybe in the future, I might present it at ILA conferences.
That's an excellent promotion. We'd love to have you there. So Miki, is there anything else that you'd like to share about your article or about this project?
Well, about this project. I'm very curious. Somebody in the United States will try. I'm curious on that. I hope somebody tried this method in America and share the results or process with me.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a great next step for anyone watching who's currently working in the US. If this is something that's of interest to you, I think both Miki and I would be curious about your results or your challenges in trying this type of project. And of course, I'll put in the shameless plug that that would be a great article for Pause for Pedagogy.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much, Miki. Thanks for joining us today. As we've talked about, Pause for Pedagogy is an initiative of the Leadership Education Member Interest Group of the International Leadership Association, or ILA. All of our articles and videos will be available at www.ila-net.org and also through their monthly or regular newsletter. You can also follow us on Twitter at @the_ILA. Thanks so much, Miki. Looking forward to chatting with you again soon.
You're welcome.